चिदाभासकं सर्वगं ज्ञानगम्यं मुनिध्येयमाकाशरूपं परेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम जगत्कारणं कारणज्ञानरूपं सुरादिं सुखादिं गुणेशं गणेशं जगद्व्यापिनं विश्ववन्द्यं सुरेशं परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम परब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं भजेम गणेशं भजेम गणेशं
Just close your eyes, please. You know, friends, I hope today you did not think that is a April Fool announcement. that really there will be a class? Yes, there is going to be a class. And the subject is very interesting about you and me, about everybody, because traditionally, in whichever context, April Fool, they say is April All Fools' Day. I think that's a very fantastic day to be enjoyed, because whom do you call a fool? A fool is somebody who misses the most obvious thing and does the opposite. In Sanskrit literature, there is a great poet, and his name is Kalidas. Kalidas was a real stupid, in my Swamiji's language, filtered idiot. Filtered idiot means, suppose idiots you go on filtering, lesser idiots will drop out. There are still leftovers. Very stupid. Why is it so? Because one day he was sitting down on a branch of a tree because his mother had asked him to go and collect some firewood. So he went there, climbed a tree, and sat on the branch and started cutting the root of the branch. Some people are going that way. And they laughed and said, "Hey, stupid, what are you doing? Are you stupid or what?" He doesn't bother. He goes on cutting. Then they said, "Do you understand? You are cutting the very root of the branch on which you are sitting down. It will fall and you will break your neck." He doesn't bother. He goes on cutting it. And just these people have not even gone maybe 50 feet, 20 feet, 20, 30 feet. Suddenly the branch gave way and he fell down. And he was surprised. How did these people know that I am going to fall? Must be wise people. He ran after them. "Sir, tell me, you see the future. How do you tell me? How did you know that I am going to fall?" And all these things you are listening, what are you thinking? The fellow is really stupid. Because what is something obvious, that you are sitting down on the branch and cutting it, then it will fall off. Naturally the fellow will fall up with it. You know it very clearly, but he doesn't know. So what does it mean? He is very stupid. Now look at ourselves. You want to be happy. And what have we done? We have cut the branch on which we are sitting down, the happiness itself. We all are sitting down. We are the source of absolute happiness. But we are cutting the root and going into the world to fall down, into everything in the universe. We cut our root and then go everywhere. Just think of it, friends. This particular example, what I am giving you, was much more revealed, highlighted, and it really hit me like a, what shall I say, like a atom bomb or whatever you say. What happened is, when I just now had been to Odisha for a class lecture, and then there are so many people, but in that audience there are some wonderful people, and those wonderful people are 3 children. You can't believe, that was the first time ever I experienced something extraordinary. When I was going on talking, for every question I was putting from the entire audience, these are the 3 children who were they were just telling, they were giving the answer right away. Right away. I just couldn't believe it. Whatever I was asking, they were giving the answer right away. Why? Because they were seeing the truth. They were speaking about themselves. Simple example I'll give you just to repeat that. All of you know this example, but please see the beauty of it. I asked them, I asked the audience, what are you saying? Before anybody says anything, the 3 children, 4-year-old, eldest was 6-year-old, 4-year-old, and 3-year-old also, sitting down right in front of me and wide-eyed and listening with total attention. Because I was not talking something somewhere here and there, heavy stuff or anything like that. Very, very simple and direct stuff as the truth is. So I showed them the flower. I said, what is this? Before anybody opens the mouth, which most adults will not do, because very reluctant to participate, because they are always participating in their gossip inside their head. So there is no freshness for anything, anytime, anyway. But the children sitting down there, what are they looking at? Straight away me. There is nobody else for them in this life at this moment. What do you say? Flower. Okay. I said, how do you see it? With my eyes. So, did your eyes create the flower? No. They were so lively. No, their eyes are already existing. Suppose I take away the flower. Will your eyes disappear? No. Eyes are here. Very adamant. Clear. Eyes are there. I said, okay, suppose you see this flower. Will there be a thought of the flower in your head? Yes, there will be a flower in my head. I said, that thought of the flower, can you see with your eyes? No. Can you hear with your ear? No. Can you taste with your tongue? No. How can tongue? They're laughing among themselves. I'm not telling you a joke. This is a fact. Then every other 2 minutes I was announcing, hey, these children must be given chocolate after the end of the class. You stay there. Because they were so lively. So can you see your thought? No. Taste your thought? No. Hear your thought? No. Smell your thought? No. See your thought? No. But don't you know it? Yes. Emphatic yes. Yes, I know it. I told in Oriya, Jano. Jano means conscious. Do you know it? Are you conscious? I didn't use the English word. Jana. The child, everybody knows, I know. Do you know it? Yes. Okay. So suppose I take away the flower, will your eyes will go? No. But because of your eyes, you see the flower? Yes. Now, if you close your eyes, will you see the flower? No. I say, very good. These thoughts, can your eyes see? No. Do you know that the thought? Yes. I say, this is what, you have seen the photo of Shiva, which has 3 eyes, 2 eyes, and there is a 3rd eye. They call it Jnana Chakshu, by which you know everything. So, that is the one with which you are aware of your thought. Yes. Suppose the flower goes away, your eyes go away? No. Your thought goes away, that consciousness goes away? No. If you close your eyes, can you see your flower? He said, no. Can you close the consciousness ever? Never. This is the little addition. You can close your eyes to dismiss the world. Close the consciousness. Come on. Open it. Slowly even the neuroscience is coming down to that. Because they have talked so much on the physical. You must understand the physical body, the brain, the cortex, all the different complications of the different points and the chemical disorder and order and all that stuff. You should understand. Nothing wrong in that. But this attempt to prove that the consciousness is a product of a brain, product of a particular organ, product of a sensation, product of a perception, no. Who you are is something most obvious. What is most obvious to the child is he is yet to know, but what he has a sense of self, sense of being, just being conscious. What it doesn't have is all that we have picked up as adults. Are you getting that point, please? What the child doesn't have is the complications that all the adults have picked up. I saw the display of it, celebration of it, revelation of it, right in front of me. The 3 children were just crazy. Why is it so? The children will not say lies. The children will not say, they don't see, they don't see. It's like the emperor's new clothes. In emperor's new clothes, what happens? The person comes in and gives the emperor new clothes. That everybody looks at it. How is that beautiful? The child says, Maharaj, you are naked. Because he is not trained to talk, he is not yet trained to say things to please the king. He sees things as it is. When the children see the nakedness of the universe, the nakedness of existence, the nakedness of being who you are, we are thoroughly dressed up and completely obsessed with ideas that we have picked up. Psychological, philosophical, perceptual, name it. Perceptions, sensations, obsessions, addictions. Oh boy, what all things you have got to understand, friends. In you there was a child, there is a child. In every one of us. What is most obvious thing is with which you begin, and what you begin is a beginningless beginning. Consciousness, self, the awareness. Do not make it a philosophy, please. Shastras or scriptures are so fantastic. They did not bother about things that human beings can know by themselves. Avadhita, anadigata avadhita jnanajanakam shastram. This Upanishads deal straight on with the things that is about yourself, which you cannot know, know in a sense of the objective and from outside you know. If people say, oh, the Vedas do not talk about the atom bomb, they say, Vedas do not talk about the hydroelectricity, they do not talk about the, planes flying, they don't talk about the advanced medications and all that. Don't worry. They are least worried about that. What is most important subject in life, friends? Maintaining your mortality or discovering the immortality? Because death as a disease can never be cured. Cure every type of disease for human comfort. No problem. Do it. But immortality, please understand, is not a cure. Immortality is your being. Mortality, death is a disease which you can never cure. You can cure one disease, you can cure smallpox, you have cured plague, you have cured. Very good. That should be done, should be done. Absolute has no conflict with anything relative. Health and disease, good or bad, right or wrong, it has no conflict with all these things, because in a relative world you have to have relative considerations for comfortable, convenient living. But you can never ever lead it to the absolute, because it has no place in the absolute. Yato vacho nivartante apraapya manasa saha, wherefrom the words return along with the mind. Yato vacho nivartante, wherefrom all the words return along with the mind. The words have no access to the realm of consciousness. The words have no access to silence. You'll be afraid. Manasasha, even the thoughts return from where? Meaning they cannot reach there. Cannot reach because already reached. So don't sit down there, it cannot reach, it cannot... No. You cannot reach there because already reached. Everything is already there. Immortality is not something to be reached, to be arrived at, to be gained. Because this is something... Immortal means what? Which never suffers any absence at any time, any place, in and through everything. It is there at all times. There is no time when it is not. There is a time when the time is not. But there is no time when the timeless is not. There is no place where the... Understand? There is no place where this consciousness, immortality is not. It cannot die in a place. It is not absent in a place. It is not absent in a time. It is not absent in a thing. It is present in and through everything in the universe. Consciousness. Available all times, all places, in all conditions. You don't have to struggle to gain immortality. Immortality is already gained. But what have we done? That is our being. That is our sense of being, who we are. But, as I told you, friends, the children are yet to be conditioned by these ideas. They are enjoying the best part of their life. Their sense of being wise. They are living the best part of life when they are 2-year-old, 3-year-old, slowly 4, 5, the shadows fall. Ideas given to them. And what they see, this flower become more important than the eyes. The colors become more important than the eyes. The sounds become more important than the ears. The taste become more important than the tongue and the body. That is why you go on eating and eating and eating and kill your body. What have you done? What have you done? Why are you 400 kilos? Why? Why? Think of, friends. Food has become more important. That what you eat has become more important than for whom you are eating. The taste comes in. The smells, what you smell becomes more important than your nose. Your life. What do the people do? The people who drug addicts, the smokings and all that stuff, they snort in and all that stuff, they show like a stylized way in the all different types of movies and all that stuff. What are they trying to do? Destroy the body. We have been introduced to everything which is less important than the sense organ by which you see. You have developed a penchant or something, developed a strong attraction to certain things which is less important than your body. For an inch of land you kill each other. For a piece of gold you kill each other. For another man or animal, a woman or something, you could destroy each other. For this, are you getting that point, please? For the post-political rivalry, religious rivalry, for the fighting to own up the souls of the human beings, right? What are you doing? Converting, destroying, changing, what for? And we are, as a children, our best time of life is over when your 3rd and 4th year time is over. Thereafter, it's a permanent struggle. Because why the children are so innocent and flowery? Because what they don't have is what we have all the time. What we have is a sense of being which they are not aware. Doesn't have to be aware at that child. Because conflict is yet to begin for the resolution to take place. But giving the information, nothing wrong. That is how we humans shall grow up. But what is most obvious is already lost sight of. Do we need to, please, bring an assembly of children and try to teach them happiness? They shall be happily ignoring you and playing around. Sit down, do that. Tell them about God. Tell them about happiness. Tell them about immortality. Why? They will not be interested. They will not be interested. So sweet. What makes the difference? What was there something which is not there at that age, which came up later on, which completely cast the longest shadow in life? What is that? That is where comes, friend, your sense of I, the individuality. One little thought completely destroys the person. Therefore, does not mean the thought is wrong. Understand, friends? Can you cast a shadow in space? Try. Cast a shadow in space. Cast a shadow in consciousness. Think, friends. You laugh at a fool because he misses the obvious. And that is why you have sympathy. What can they do? When somebody is determined to be unhappy, my best attempt also will not solve the problem. That person is determined to be miserable. Determined to be stupid. Determined to be conflict-ridden. If you tell him the truth, he will consider it as a falsehood. When they say, you will fall down, the person doesn't want to listen, because how can he be wrong? How can he be wrong? It must be like this. Suppose the teacher says, you are the happiness. No, the teacher is my happiness. Beautiful. You are a fool. You are the happiness. The informations are my happiness. Sanskrit is my happiness. The language is my happiness. Every action is my happiness. Practices are my happiness. My holding the nose is my happiness. My standing on my tail is my happiness. Or doing some puja is my happiness. Climbing a tree is my happiness. Climbing a mountain is my happiness. Circumambulating a mountain is my holiness. Bathing in a Ganges or bathing in a particular river or no river or anywhere, that is my happiness. That is my holiness. What has happened? You are the happiness. No. Teaching is my happiness. Teacher is my happiness. Book is my happiness. Information is my happiness. What are you doing? Oh, he doesn't want to give it to us, That is why he is telling, I am the happiness. Oh, children, suppose, how do you feel in life? You are giving laddus to children. And when suppose somebody says, sometimes in village you go there, you see that. The adults also will happen. Don't worry, I am just a grown-up. Babies are much more dangerous. The children will have a laddu, but you go to a small place, poor villages. Children will be coming in. And then some children will hold in one in hand, then hold the other hand. Then among them, they will say, hey, you already have it, you already have it. Then how he feels? That means I cannot have the second thing. He denying me something. Now you are crying for happiness, joy, pleasure, absolute freedom. I say you are already happy, already everything. Like a child you complain, he doesn't want to share with me something. You don't understand. When the teacher is trying to push you back onto yourself, you are pushing back the teacher. You are pushing back the scripture. You are pushing back everything. Why? Because they are not willing to give me the car. Attention, laddu, sweet, some special illumination. God, for God's sake, friend, don't be stupid. This is where you discover. The day you discover what all you have been striving for, searching for, craving for, is everything within yourself, how will you feel? My God, what a fool I have been. Fantastic, April Fool's Day. Fantastic. The wisdom is not to discover how wise you are, but wisdom is to discover how stupid I have been, how foolish I have been. What a relief. No, but your pride, your arrogance comes from what? I'm a knowledgeable person. I know everything. Oh, really? You know everything? What is your happiness? In my information, you shall be in a permanently damaged state. Because it will be a relative, understand, a comparative, competitive field. You cannot be the last one to know everything. Impossible. Understand. Knowledge of yourself. That is why you can see, we shall see now, friends, how we have been very, unknowingly, with very good intention, we have been destroyed and made to suffer in life. Let us see what are the sources of unhappiness in life. Think of it. What are the sources of unhappiness? We say what, oh, Swamiji, life is full of what? They will tell you, kamana, desires, kamana vinasha should be take place. You must destroy all your kamana, your vasana, your desires. Everything must be destroyed. Why? Samsara, dukkham. The whole creation is nothing but a place for absolute grief and sorrow. Think of it. And there also, you have got 6 enemies are sitting down inside you. That Shadripu, Kama Krodha Lova Dehe Tishthanti Tashkara, Atmaratna Paharaya Tasma Jagrata Jagrata. We are watchful, very, very watchful. Because Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Mascharya. These are known as 6 enemies of human being. 6 emotions. What are they? Kama, lust, L-U-S-T, lust. Krodha, anger. Soka, moha, grief, and kama, krodha, lobha, moha, lobha, the greed, moha, the delusion. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, pride, arrogance, mascharya, jealousy. 6 beautiful Miss Universe, Mr. Universe emotion. Every human being is capable of it. Think, friends. What do we say? These Sadripu, these 6 enemies of human beings. These Choraha, Taskaraha, these invaders, these marauders, these terrorists, these criminals are busy waiting there, Atmaratnapaharaya, to loot the jewel of the self, the happiness. Therefore, Jagrata, Jagrata, watch out. Then everybody is angry with lust. Everybody is angry with the anger. Everybody is angry with the greed, lobha. Everybody is angry with the delusion. Everybody is angry with the pride, arrogance. Everybody is angry with the jealousy. When you are angry with all the bad things, you present yourself as the Mr. Holiness, Mr. Goodness. I don't like all these things. But are you not full of all these things? Not only you are full of all these things, but listen carefully, you are the architect of all these 6 things. You are the architect. There shall be no lust unless you create it. There shall be no anger unless you create it. Understand? Encourage it. Unless you are there, no emotion can ever overpower you. Can be even created. Think, friends. We shall see one emotion and try to think it out completely. Because what we are doing is always naming, shaming, bad-mouthing and painting everybody else as the rascal, the rogue. The real rogue element is you. You as an individuality, not you as the absolute. You as the absolute is comfortable with in and through everything of this universe. That we shall see. That is why when you have taken yourself to be what you have cut the branch of who you are as though. The moment you discover this branch cannot be cut, always I am with it, and therefore the whole universe, at no time I can fall away anywhere, achyuta, infallible, then you discover, what a fool I have been. What am I fighting for? Think. Where is the karma? Just take, lost means, think about it. If it is in relation to another man or woman, it becomes lost. If it is L-U-S-T. If it is another in relation to an object, you are lost, L-O-S-T. Okay? Just a simple emotion. Think of it, friends. In this flower, is there any desire? In this thing, any desire? In this mala, any desire? Like somebody told very nicely, this corona, Mahadeva, this is so beautiful. This coronavirus is very arrogant. Very arrogant. The most egoistic fellow in this universe today is coronavirus. Why? It will never come home unless you take it, invite it from outside and bring in. It will not visit you unless you bring it in. So naturally, very egoistic, no? Suppose I call you, sir, will you come home? No. I am in my place. Why should I go to your place? So if you want me desperately, carry me. Palanquin, 3-4 people, a donkey, or elephant, or a horse, anything. You carry me. Please, we shall pay your ticket. Fly down in this 747, your personal jet, or your personal donkey, or your personal horse. Or ride a man or a woman, whoever wants to bring you. And then, please come home. What will they say? This fellow is an arrogant, you know what. Donkey, ass, whatever you say. This fellow is just arrogant. Coronavirus is like that. It shall never step in unless you bring them in. Now, who is the donkey who brings all emotions inside? Who creates your emotions? Think, friends. Who creates your emotions? Objects do not create your emotions. Objects are object. True to the perception, a thought will take place. A thought is not an emotion. Listen carefully. A thought is not an emotion. A thought is knowledge. There begins, with the perception, sensation begins. You touch something, comfortable, uncomfortable. See something, comfortable, uncomfortable. Hear something, comfortable, uncomfortable. That ears will not remember comfort, discomfort. Eyes will not remember comfort, discomfort. I remember. The thoughts come up. And then the I thought says, I like it. With that you stop, no problem. I want it. Your first seed is planted. I want it. Anything then becomes a desire, becomes a strong desire. And you go crazy about it. Somebody has written very beautiful, one very interesting idea about this desire. I shall share with you. That is how individually you create your desire. But you know, very beautiful, they call it mimetic desire. It's a new word in English. For me it is a new word. I'll explain maybe tomorrow, other classes we shall discuss. But interesting point. A beautiful example they have given is like this. Children are playing. Think. Children are playing. All the children are playing in the balloon back. You know that in houses nowadays, very rich people, they have got big things in their house, and there will be 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 balloons inside. They throw the bundle of joy, the baby inside, he goes all over, nothing happens to him. And another 2, 3 also you can push into that. They have got their play club, 4, 5 children. Now suddenly one child holds up a red balloon and says, I want this one. What will happen, you know? All the 3, 4 will say they want red one. It's a psychological, beautiful thing. The moment the child says, I want this one, everybody says they want that one. All of them are saying it, but they were not wanting it. One child says, I want it, suddenly everybody says, I want only that red. What are you doing as grown-up babies? You are not wanting anything. Suddenly you say, one fellow has got this cell phone, iPhone, U-phone, M-phone or whatever it is. I want iPhone. What happened to you? You want not because you want, but others have it. You are happy not because you have it, others don't have it. You are unhappy not because you are unhappy, because others have it. Therefore, repeat. Whatever the other person. So you desire other people's desire. It comes lock, stock, barrel to you. You don't have to know the object and then like it, dislike it. Then I say I like it and go for it. No, you don't need that whole process. Somebody is desiring, therefore I desire it. Why do you want a car? They have. Ask yourself, why do you want a particular dress? They have. Why do you want a particular something? Because other people have it. Since everybody has it, I must have it. Why don't you say everybody has, many people have corona, let me have it corona. Why don't you say? No, painful. Painful thing? No. I don't want it. This is where the I comes in things, friends. So you create the kama, the desire. And what do you tell people? You should remove the kamana. Who created it? Please see the hint of desires and dreams in the universe, except in the human species. Who creates? Did the child create? The child cannot. Individuality is yet to come. You create. Hi. So if you want to say, get out of this, don't have a desire. Kamana vinashaya. Remove the kamana. How? The builder is there, he will build it again and again. You can remove one desire, not the desiring. Are you getting that point? You can remove one desire, but you cannot remove the very seed of desiring. And the moment you have that, if you get it, lobha, greed. If you don't get it, whoever prevents you from getting it, angry. Think of it. This anger. Think, friends, how did it come? Because you created it. But for a child, listen carefully. As an adult, you created your anger because you created your desire. Listen carefully. Whereas in a children's stage, which I told in that class, and the children just gobbled it up. A children, what advice you give? Ragi bunai in Oriya. Kopam pannakodade, something like that. Gusa nahi hona. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. What type of advice is that? You shall not be angry. No child is angry. Anger comes up. Child is yet to know what it means to desire, what it means to crave, what it means to be frustrated. The thought comes up. Many people remain like that grown-up babies. The anger comes up. And in that moment of anger, kill the father, kill the mother, kill the husband, kill the wife, kill the lover, kill the beloved, kill everybody, throw the God to floating mode, remove everything. Why? Mr. Individuality, the emperor, is frustrated. You shall be in a permanent damaged state. Don't worry about it. Understand? Anger? Don't be angry. No, sir. Anger will come. Anger comes or you bring in the anger. Please be angry now. Please, come on, come on. Just for a change. Please be angry. Now, why are you so docile and quiet? Everybody they smile in the face. What is that for? I said, please be angry. Be angry. How? That is what it is. Understand? Anger comes. If anger comes, you understand the arrival of the anger. You are knowing, that knowing principle, consciousness, already there. Don't bring in this cortex, that vertical, this thing, this chemical, this, and don't do that. Don't do that. You can do that also. Now this science has gone to the point, this morning somebody was saying, I have to listen to the entire thing again. They say, unless there is a cortex, which is the seat of the ahankara, that much you want to understand, that much as much I understand, because I don't understand whether it's corset or cortex, whatever it is. In the brain it is there. So they say that that is the place of consciousness. Now one scientist has come up and he says, there are people who have already taken, they have understood, they have seen those people where there is no cortex. That very organ is missing. How are they conscious? He is questioning. So he concludes this consciousness cannot be the product of a brain. Beautiful. That is why perhaps in this Upanishad, it's not that we get some type of confirmation from those people or that people. It doesn't matter. First you understand about yourself. If you are complicated, you need complicated logic to get out of it. If you are simple, you don't need no logic. Because your presence is not a logical conclusion, neither you can establish in logic or dismiss in a logic. Your presence, you as you are, obvious, ever existing. What you have, you may not have heard before, you may not have it later on. Your hand may be there, may not be there. Your kidney may be there, may not be there. Just like your organ may be inside, there also certain things may or may not be there. If the thoughts were not there, memories were not there. In memories shall be lost. You didn't have a position. You will not have a position. Everything in life is flexible. Shall move. You cannot stay with it. When shall you wake up? When shall you wake up? But who you are can never be dismissed. And it is not, understand, no conditions apply. No conditions apply. This thought should be there, this thought should not be there. This perception should be there, this perception should not be there. Don't be childish. This thought should be there, this thought should not be there. This practice should be there, this practice should not be there. What are you doing? Who you are is a being. It has nothing to do with your doing. Knowing is not, understand, knowing, being conscious is not a doing. Being conscious, are you tickling your finger? Jumping, running? Just be conscious. Oh, my eyes should be there. Eyes should be there for what? Your eyes should be there to see, not to be conscious. Your ears must be there to hear, not to be conscious. Your tongue must be there to taste. Your nose must be there to smell. Your eyes must be there to see, but not to be conscious. So that is what, if the neuroscientists are discovering, even if half the brain goes away also, you can still be conscious. So many things are going away also, you are conscious. Sir, do not... Why are you fighting over all these things? First, recognize who you are. You are who you are because of one brain cell inside. You may not have the awareness of something, but you shall be aware. Self-aware also, you don't need your eyes to be self-aware. You don't need your sense organs to be self-aware. You lose yourself completely in the thoughts. You cannot lose the sense of being aware. Please understand. Even suppose you get into a coma, even suppose you get hit, what will happen? Let it be. The physical body is no more responding. But that has nothing to do with yourself, who you are. The moment you appreciate that, your death is dead. Diseases are taken care. Understand? Anyway, think of it, friends. So, karma. Who creates? Because you create something, if you get it, lobha, greed. Do not get it, anger. Imagine, friends, if one person, how many things he can desire for? One person is capable of craving for every sound in the universe, every touch, every taste, every smell, every sight. How complicated? Now imagine 8 billion people are asking trillions of things every second. How life will be simple? Totally complicated. Therefore, there shall be only surge of desires, disasters. You understand? Fightings, obsessions, anger, greed, delusion. I am the big man. Why? Because you got it. So your greatness depends upon having a big car, big house, big palace. What have happened to people? What has not happened to children is what is happening to people. That is why children are so cute. So cute. Those 3 children were, was amazed. I was amazed, friends. Straight away. Will they be like that after 6 years? No. The system will completely destroy them. Oh, how do I keep them aware of these things? Do not try to do that. You are again an idealist. Let them live their childhood. Just keep track. As you are giving them how to destroy themselves unconsciously, keep track. When they are started thinking by themselves, give them the right thinking, open-mindedness, help them to understand who they are. Bas. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. And not my way, the way I talk about myself, nobody else talks about it. No, that's not need to be talked. Doesn't need to be talked. My way. We Advaitins, we Dvaitins, we Vishishtadvaitins, we psychologists, we psychotherapists. Forget this nonsense. Every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, sex, race, nationality, nothing and whatsoever. One thing you should understand about yourself, which is not a sex, not a caste, not a creed, not a taste, nothing. No faith, no absence of faith, nothing. You discover yourself, then choose. Live your life. How? You are in Eskimo country, have Eskimo traditions. You are in India, Indian traditions. In Rome, do as the Romans do. In somewhere Russia, in Siberia, in wherever you are, according to the situation, you go. Whatever is to be done. In the winter times, if I ask you to go naked, I mean just one kupina, one fancy dress, you'll dead. In hot climate, 3-piece suit, which dress is good? Which food is good? Depends, understand friends. So if you see this, kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, that delusion, jealousy, who feels jealous? Eyes feel jealous? That his eyes are better than my eyes? Eyes feel jealous? His car is bigger than my car? His voice is better than my voice? His God is better than my God. You, the fool, grabbing everything, and therefore, what do you say? Oh, you are in a permanent changing, like the musk deer looking for the fragrance. Running. So every individual is running around what? The best sound I should have. Music, 1,000 instruments, million voices, birds, animals, human beings. Whoa. Never ending. So more and more sophisticated. It's not simple music, just not one, but an orchestra. Not 1,000 instruments, million instruments. You can try, sir. Touches, a million kinds. How many touches? What type of touches? I want to cuddle one tiger baby, cub. I want to cuddle one python. Other baby, they are dying already. Huh? I want to touch this person, this man, this woman, that child. Oh my God. No, this tiger child, this cub, you cannot take it. There is no happiness there, happiness is in yourself. He doesn't want to give me the tiger cub, that's why he's talking like that. How fantastic brains, beautiful brains. You see something, understand? How many things to see? Oh, you. Tourism industry means what? Sightseeing. Sightseeing, how many varieties? Ishvara. I saw the place in sunrise, nothing like it. Now you are dead, because you saw it in daytime. I saw it in the midnight when nobody was there. You are finished. Another fellow says, I saw it in the dusk, when the sun was just setting. Oh, you saw sunset. I saw when the sun was setting and the moon was rising. Beautiful. Make yourself miserable, make everybody miserable. Your life is how to make other people miserable so that you can get a little relief in life, friends. Understand? How sad. How sad. I saw that and was very happy. I tasted this food. What food you tasted? Suppose by chance you mistake with a mango. There are 1,600 varieties of mango. How many you have tasted? You say laddu or chocolate. Oh God. Everybody is busy making you miserable. What is the exclusive shops? Meaning you guys have no access to this. Be miserable for the rest of your life. Chocolate, you know sir, one piece chocolate is $100,000. It's a permanent dream and nightmare. What is the exclusive? Signature model. So one Miss Universe, all the millions universe people are all dead. Why? One got Miss Universe, one got Mr. Universe. Everybody else is useless. What you got is Miss Universe or Mr. Universe. Who you are is Miss Universe and Mr. Universe. Because if you are not there, universe means nothing. Can you beat it? Your whole head is full of other people. Other things, sound, sight, taste, smells. Okay, so when you are desperately looking for all these things, to cut the long story shortest possible, what are you looking for is happiness. And what is that happiness? When you are with yourself, the moment you see this, how will you feel? Ayyo. What have I been looking for? Instead of instant, timeless relief, somebody says, you come, we'll organize a midnight meditation camp. Then you shall be sitting down with 1,000 people holding each other's whatever, hand, tail, bag, whatever it is, whatever. Or you can listen to this music, do this, all these things, then you shall be happy. Finished. Will you ever feel relieved? Why? I am yet to go to that camp. I want to go to the Jamboree. I am yet to get in the meditation caves. Midnight, only one person can be, initiated. And I want to be the special person, right? To be initiated or to initiate. What a headache! How can something all-pervasive be exclusive? Have you seen exclusive space? Huh? Exclusive space. Russian space, Martian space. Jupiter space. What are you trying? Instantaneous. What a relief. Oh God. If only the musk deer be told, from the musk, from your navel, comes the most inimitable fragrance, which cannot be duplicated. You are it. How will the musk deer feel if he knows it? The tiredness of entire running time in life will come to an end. Abba, no more, no more. Krutyam krutameva. Krutakrutya, krutyam krutameva. Whatever is to be done is done. What all I was running for, looking for, dreaming about, oh God. Everything is here. What a relief. After that, what shall you be angry about? You have got full freedom to desire a billion things in life, but never looking for happiness. It is yourself. You want to desire? Learn. See the desire, see the happiness in yourself. Desire what? Don't ask me. Sky is the limit. But that desire, fulfillment will not bring you greed, not fulfilling will not bring you anger. It will not have any side effect. Understand? Look at your life, friends, how you are living. And therefore, they shall say, Shadurmi. The Shadurmi, which I wrote down this very nicely. 6 waves of misery that comes in life. What are they? Ksudha trusha, hunger and thirst. Everybody is struggling for food and drinks, hunger and thirst. Listen carefully. Just desiring to eat and drink is not bad. It's not something craving. You need to eat something, need to drink something. But your desire for eating only this food, only this type of food, pizza only, 5-star lunch only, 10-star Swiss chocolate only, Indian banquet only, ayyo. That is for hunger of the body or hunger of your fancy mind of yourself, the individuality. And what do you say? These are the 6 urmis, these are the 6 mighty waves and come and inundate every individual. Physical hunger is not created by any other person in you. It comes and it has got very natural fulfillment. Anything around, just eat it. Animals are doing it. Ajagar karaina chakiri, panchi karaina kam, sabke datara. The python doesn't have a job wherever the food will be supplied. The birds do not do from 10 to 5 job to get their feed every day. No. Sabke datara. The whole universe provides them. Everything is there. Choice is yours. But if you want pizza, it doesn't hang from the tree. There is no cow which gives you ice cream. Think, friends. Don't get obsessed. Oh, this is life. And more they talk desperately about the disastrous consequences of life's situations, the more the people are vulnerable. Save me. Okay, come, we shall sit down in meditation. Worship my God. convert to my thinking. No, just be yourself. Kshuddha, trusha, thirst. Thirst comes. Body is thirsty. For what? Water. Rest of every liquid, you may or may not give, the body doesn't care. The thirst means what? If you thirst for water, everybody shall be free from thirst. What is your thirst for? Liquor, sarvat, juices. And you are thirsty for companionship, presence of something. You shall have unquenchable thirst inside you. Impossible to, insatiable demand for seeing, hearing, tasting, touching. They are all hunger and thirst of every kind. You create your waves to destroy, overwhelm you. Nobody else creates it. And then you, as I told you, it's not the desires also. Because other people desire, you are getting a collective effect. So everybody desires the same thing. Everybody desires this phone, this TV, that TV, this car, that car. What are you doing? Anyway, Kshuddha, I should finish it up. Shoka moha, grief and delusion. Because you are deluded, you shall be grief-stricken throughout your life. What is delusion? To see things which are not there. To see happiness where the happiness is not. To see security where the security is not. Nobody tells you to deny the objects. For God's sake, eat the food. But don't look for satisfaction there. Satisfaction of hunger, yes. Satisfaction of definite hunger for a definite taste, no. For that you have to go. Who created that? When you go to college, we need 1,000 things. Yes, that is why more educated, more informed you are, more disastrous you are. You can handle an ordinary person. You can't handle a person who is complicated. Very difficult. Why? Because he has successfully caught himself from the branch. And that also, there also you are not successful. Because even if you try to cut the branch doesn't get cut. Still waiting for you. Yourself the awareness. Kshuddha, trusha, shoka, moha. And then, jara, mrityu. Inevitably, everybody is inundated, pushed around, devastated, earthquaked, convulsions of life. How? Touch a fellow, disastrous dropout. Just be little nice. Hello, how are you? That's very nice. That much. Now, give one little moment, the person shall be cascading misery. You shall be, you shall rue the moment you asked for how are you, because thereafter you shall be right. Imagine, how do you carry so much of misery inside and still feel comfortable? Can you? You shall be like a breeze, wisdom. That is why. When you discover, this old age and death belongs to the body. You shall be like that. I can maintain the body as much as possible, but I cannot prevent the old age, cannot prevent the death. But I can prevent the fear of death, fear of aging, because I am ageless, deathless. There shall be no grief, no delusion. There is no delusion because I know who I am. And therefore there is no grief of losing things. Things are there to be lost. Because they were not with me, they shall not be with me. And therefore, hunger and thirst for something to satisfy me is not needed. I am the satisfaction, anandoham, absolute fulfillment, shivoham, anandoham. Therefore, oh my God, the moment you discover that, what do you feel? My God, how many years? Great childhood years are never remembered. 4th, 5th, 6th onwards, now you are 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, until your death. You are. Ayur nasyati pasyadam pradidinam yati kshayam yevanam. As you are looking at it, your longevity passes out. Youth goes away. Pratyayanti gatah punarna divasa kalo jagat bhakshaka. The days that have gone by shall never return. Lakshmi toya taranga bhanga chapala vidyuchalam jeevitam. The prosperity is as brittle, as unstable as the rise and falling of the waves. Vidyuchalam jeevitam. Life is as uncertain as a flash of lightning. Therefore, O Lord, please protect me. Raksha Raksha Adina. Please protect me now. How? Atmagyan. Understand yourself. The moment you see that now, it is now or never. Because there is nothing called then in life. When you see that reality, how do you feel? Appa, in one stroke, hunger, thirst of every kind disappears. Thereafter, hunger and thirst, you have got a choice. What to eat, what not to eat. You can enjoy it and can avoid every suffering. Not there, so what? Is there. Bring in whatever is available. And therefore, there is no grief of any kind because you don't feel denied. You don't have a sense of being denied anything. Therefore, there is no grief of any kind. If you have a hint of grief in your life, you are, I don't want to give those beautiful adjectives adding to your titles. Take it for yourself. No grief, no delusion. And old age and death, amazing age. Why? So long I lived a beautiful life, long innings, 50, 60, whatever innings is long innings, huh? Don't say only 110 is like, people are dying away 1 day, 5 days, 10 days, 2 years, 3 years. You are 30, 40, 50 years of life you are given, 60, 70, 80, 100 years of life. If there in that much of long time you have not found your fulfillment in yourself, you've been with 2 million years also, nothing will happen to you. Any second, any moment, if you have got it, what happens? Therefore, old age is beautiful. Why? Thank the body. What a body you have been. Is so nice. What a thing. You maintained it, take care of it. One day it will grow old. Thank it. Like an old, iconic car, 100-year-old, classic, antique, and an antique body. In it, all the impressions are written. Same thing in the mind. And with death, it happened because what is the time to enjoy it anymore? Can't see, can't hear, can't taste, can't touch. Suppose the body can be changed like that. If suppose science discovers it, I'll be the first person to make this body young. Why not? How many more years? How many more you want me to live? Living is not a burden. Absolute relief every moment. Why? I found out how stupid I have been. Looking for things outside. Looking for things where they are not. Don't say outside, outside, outside. Outside does not mean physically outside. Your mind also is outside of your consciousness, as though. But what is the outside in consciousness? Consciousness in another. There is no inside, outside. Forget those statements. Are you the only one special? No, everybody is like that. But like the mullah story, will finish it up? Yes. The mullah was searching for that key, you know that story, searching for the key outside. Somebody asked mullah, what are you searching for? In the evening, you are searching something in the road. What are you searching for? My key. Where did you lose it? In my room. Then why are you looking it outside? Because there is light here. Because there is light here, he has to search in the darkness, right? Where did you lose it? Inside the room. What are you looking for outside the house? Same way. Where did you lose your happiness? Kshudha, trusha, hunger, thirst, misery, pain, jealousy, hatred, where are they? In your emotions you have created. You lost it here. Searching where? In that object. In that sound, in that touch, in that taste, in that smell. In that God, in that form, in this form. This girl, that boy. This man, that woman. This object, that object. Continue. Find where you lost it. Yeah. When you see that in yourself, how do you feel? Ayyo! What a fool I have been. And that time, you are the wisdom personification. Enjoy all fools, dear friends. Be a fool, God's fool. Close your eyes. Thank you.